The fact that you said that the Salvador Dali interview was the worst interview that you've ever had.
Terrible. What do you think of that interview? Which is making me
It was a
uncomfortable.
little bizarre. Okay, but tell me also about John Lennon interrupting the interview.
Yeah, well, they blew it for me, I felt. So I'm at the Dakota one evening, in the kitchen, just talking with John and Yoko. And they know that I came to New York primarily to do interviews, but also to visit with them. And it was John who said, so who are you going to be talking to? And I said, well, some are pending, like Mick Jagger. Some are confirmed, like Baba Ram Das. And tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing Salvador Dali at his hotel suite. And he said, Dali, Yoko and I met Dali years ago. It'd be fun to see him again. We'll go with you. And I just had at that moment the thought, I'm going to be in a hotel room with Salvador Dali, his wife Gala, John and Yoko, and I'm going to just try and concentrate on doing a good interview, but I knew there were going to be a distraction. I just knew it from the beginning. And from the, they all greeted each other happily, and I set up my little microphone and my little Sony Walkman and prepared for it. And I asked Dali a question. And with all due respect, I didn't realize that his accent was going to be so thick that it would be difficult to translate on radio. And he was a total self-promoter. We all knew that. And when he talked about surrealism, he would say, Dali invented surrealism. Nobody more important than Dali. And I would say something like, I love your work. And I was always curious whether or not psychedelics may have played a role in the way you formed those images. Dali no need psychedelics. Dali likes Alice Cooper. And Yoko would say something like, you don't need to have drugs to paint, whatever she said.
So she's jumping in, interrupting the interview.
Yes, we're in a small, relatively small room. The mic's on. And she starts talking to Dali. He tells a joke. John laughs. Then John starts talking with him. And, I've lost control of the interview.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a failure. And I know that I'm going to have to, no matter how much editing, it wasn't going to work. And I got back to my hotel. I had the tape and I just listened to it. And it was the worst interview I'd ever done. It's going to follow me to the end.
Please be sure to follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff.